What's up, guys? It's been a minute. Let me pull up my phone and get it all set up so I can read your comments. Somebody want to send me a supply. Click here for my dog. How's everybody doing tonight? Suppose I should do an audio check.
Everybody doing tonight?
All right, good. It's working. Anyway, channel got remonetized again, and I'm like, well, what should I do? I'm like, I probably won't get a chance to do a live stream again before, the day. So, like, I'll just jump on now. I'll make sure to get one last live stream in. So basically, probably, maybe I'll get one more snuck in before my day, but it'll probably be about that. Obviously, we can't talk about anything related to the case, so we're just kind of hanging out. What's up from Texas? Don't say that. What's up? Yo. Congrats, Matt. Everything. Wow, the chat's going fast. Love you, bro. What happened, my man? Oh, nothing happened. I just got monetized today, so I'm like, well, what should I do that's special? Because I'm in a pretty good mood today. Like, I didn't think I was ever going to get monetized again. I'm like, well, I'll do a live stream because I might not get a chance to do one before the day. So, just hopping on here. Again, we're not going to talk anything about the case. So, we're just hanging out. If you guys got other questions not related to that, feel free to ask. Obviously, super chats, because those get pushed up to the top of the chat, those will get priority. But otherwise, if I'm looking at my phone, that's pretty much me reading through the comments. But they go through so quick. I mean, if you see me look at my phone and I haven't read your comment yet, then just send it again. Got a super chat. 4-month Mumber, hardcore fan. Do you consider yourself a data Gerber? Rusty's. I don't know. Dale Gerber? I don't actually know who those people are. I apologize. So I'm not really sure what I consider myself. How does your pimp hand stay so strong? What's up from Arkansas? 906. Back. Man, don't watch King of the Hill. I've seen a couple episodes of King of the Hill, but I'm not really familiar with which character is which. I know he sells propane and propane accessories. Play Modern Warfare 2. I play Modern Warfare 2 all the time. It's been said that YouTube has been screwing with Channel 74 Tactical is about to get deleted. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, like right around at the end of the year, they must have had somebody new jump into policy or office or something like that because a whole bunch of things got screwy. Hopefully, whatever was going on, we're past, because that seems to happen like once a year. So I'm assuming this is about the speed bump, the hill. So hopefully we're on the top of the hill and we're starting to come back down the other side right now. Everything will be kosher. How does your pimp hand stay so strong? He does. What's up from Wisconsin? Godspeed, Matt. Keep the faith. Let's do some truck videos. You're good at it. Yeah, I do need to do more car videos, but it's really cold outside right now. And that really just kind of dampers the whole mood on the whole thing. Oh, I did find out one thing cool, though. So if you have two different channels, even if they're under the same IP address and email, if one gets demonetized, the other one stays monetized. So my car channel stayed monetized the whole time, but it's too small to where it didn't really matter. But that is something cool to know. So, like, if you're in this industry and you're worried about, getting channel hit or something like that, it's not a bad idea to start up a second channel. If he is dropping those. Anything new coming up in the Second Amendment community? Dude, stuff's happening so fast in the 2A community, I can't even keep up with it. Even if I did a video a day, I wouldn't be able to keep up with it all. So I'll usually just kind of like sift through and find out something that I personally find interesting, and that's what I'll do a video on. Because anywhere between 60 days to maybe a little bit longer, I'll be in court. I mean, so it's not like my last live stream ever. It's just my last live stream before that happens, is what I was getting at. I should have probably clarified a little bit better in the title. Still have fixed the brakes on the truck. No, I still haven't fixed the brakes on my truck. They're still trash. I need to fix them at some time. Channel has been my main channel. Learned a lot over the years. Well, thanks, man. He says, your channel has been my main channel. I have learned a lot over the years. You see what's happening in Brazil. I caught the cliff notes of what's going on in Brazil, but I didn't actually look into it that much. 1 second. Let me see if I can fix that. I didn't know super chats were turned off. I better just go turn them on. Things get really weird after you get demonetized. Like all your settings and that get screwed with. Supers. Oh, yeah, they're off. On. There now. It should work. Send one to myself. Sorry about that. I'm just screwing with something. I might have to hop off for a second and come back on, but I don't think so. Content. All right, let's go back to that. That's all complete. Not sure what the problem is. On. Details. I might wind up hopping off real quick because something's still broken. And then I'll just come right back on. Oh, there. Now I got it fixed now. Now everything's working. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to close the app and reopen it on my end. Double check here. Oh, got a super chat. Okay, it's working now. Just had to refresh the stream. Yeah, it took me a second to figure that out too. Thank you. I appreciate the help. CRS Live. Yeah, I wanted to come back on because I don't know if I'm going to wind up having an opportunity to come back on before the day. I mean, I'm sure I'll come out victorious because, come on now. But just in case, give you one last live stream before everything happens. Hey, stay no matter what. I miss the gun reviews. I do too. That's probably one of the hardest things out of all of this is not doing gun reviews. Like, they're really fun to make. Never a stream. What up with the car channel? I just haven't uploaded to the car channel because Dodge, they basically confirmed that, hey, we're done with, motors that have horsepower, I guess is the best way to do it. And then it's cold outside, so I can't work on the death truck. I gotta say, when Dodge announced that, hey, we're gonna get rid of horsepower, that just kind of hit hard. I didn't even know how to take that. I was watching their what the hell was that? Not a car show, but like the reveals of what's going on. I almost vomited. That Hornet thing came out. I'm like, this is their next muscle car. And then the electric hair dryer that came out and it was making a bunch of crazy noises. And that's just not for me. Maybe my kids will be like, oh my God, that's the coolest thing ever. But it's just not for me. Why last? Did I miss the reason why? Not last as in like last forever, but this will likely be the last one before I have my court date. And, depending on how that goes, I just wanted to get on here and do a stream because I got remonetized today, which I didn't think was ever going to happen. So I was pretty surprised about that. I was in a pretty awesome mood. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go do a live stream and hang out with my audience. They deserve it because they've been supporting me through all of this. And without them, honestly, I don't know if I could have made it on my own. Like, it's been a hell of a journey, and you guys have just been there through the whole entire thing. Is that a super sticker? Shiny. I don't know if you meant to have a comment on there, but it's only got the $5 super chat. I do appreciate the $5. Thank you, man. But if you wanted to send up a message, I didn't see it. The black powder pistol with a conversion cylinder not being a gun. See, now it's weird. When you're in indictment, it doesn't say firearms. What it says is any weapons. So is that sharpened scissors? Is it guns? Crossbows? It basically boils down to, if you're under indictment, you better clear out your house. I would take some sandpaper, make sure the butter knives are extra dull, because that's the last thing you need to do is get caught up on some crap. All manufacturers are under the thumb of the EPA. Yeah, I thought that would have been pretty much crushed with the EPA decision, but I mean, the problem is in the Clean Air Act and that it's actually got specifics about fuel mileage. Now it got expanded on, so I don't know what the deal is with that. So I know they're having a lot of problems with there, and then there's like some sort of like fuel efficiency token. I don't fully understand what that is myself, but if they don't hit like a certain fuel efficiency, it's just weird. I'm never going to finance records from. I'm never going to financially recover from this. I appreciate the support, though, man. I really do. If you never cleared, do you get your gun rights back? If you're cleared, do you get your gun rights back? Kind of. So what I would have to do, let's pretend, everything works out perfectly. Go to court, just knock it right out of the park. Everything's good to go. Well, I still wouldn't be able to buy a gun at a gun shop. Then what I have to do is I have to hire an attorney. And the attorney needs to go in there and they need to sue to have my record expunged. So you basically have to go to court once for the reason you have to go to court, and then you have to go to court a second time to have your record cleaned, because they don't do that automatically. Here's a few bucks. Good luck with court, man. I know from experience how nerve-wracking it can be. Yeah, man, it's been an emotional roller coaster. I mean, I don't know any other way to put it. Honestly, like, your guys' support is what carried me through all this. If I didn't have you guys backing me up and like I was out here all alone without anyone to talk to, that would have been rough. Like the first 3 months when I didn't upload videos, that was probably the hardest. Because it's like my therapy. Like, I talk with you guys. You guys help me, inspire me and give me faith. And but yeah, thank you for all of your support. And that's why I'm on right now. I just wanted to get a chance. I'm monetized right now. Get a chance to talk to my audience and basically thank you guys. No, let's pick on another one. Assault weapon ban. Oh. Senate passed an assault weapon ban in Illinois. Now it's heading back to the House and the desk. Yeah, I heard about Illinois having another assault weapons ban go by. I haven't really looked into it too much. I mean, will it fly under Bruin? Highly unlikely. Is it still a big pain in the ass? Yeah, because it could take years for them to back that thing back off. $4.99 super chat. Thank you, man. I was talking about Ram Charger brakes. You heard about the recent event in Texas? No, I haven't heard about the event in Texas, but Ram Charger brakes? Is that a joke? Because I know, like, at one point in time, it wasn't SRT. They called themselves Ram Charger. I mean, if you're talking about, like, the Charger brakes, those are great. It's my blue truck. I think one of the back brakes don't work. The other one locks up prematurely, and then my front brakes leak. But, I mean, I haven't done any brake work on that thing since I was in high school, which was, like God, I'm old. Almost 30 years ago. So it suffered some abuse, and I drove it in the winter quite a few times. So salt and all that other, I gotta go through and just rip apart all the brakes and put it back together. Thanks for standing up and stand. Thanks for standing and putting it all on the line. I don't want to take credit for that. Like, I volunteered because honestly, if I had a choice, no, I wouldn't. No way. I'd sit here quietly and make stupid little gun videos. But since I was forced in that situation, I'm going to make the best out of it. I'm going to use. I'll just leave it at that. Like, I don't want to pretend like I willingly took on the battle because I was forced in that position. But since I'm here, we're going to deal with it. Holy crap. $30 super chat. Thank you, man. That's amazing. I don't know if you meant to say a comment, but I don't see it on there. So, but thank you, man. Thank you. What are the charges? Just search, because obviously I don't want to talk about the case. I think if you search Matthew R. Hoover versus USA, you'll get a breakdown, and they're constantly changing them. So who knows? I might not even know what they are right now. Holy $100! Wow, thank you, man. That's crazy. Like, you're taking my breath away here. Here's to help everything go your way. This is for you and your family. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Like, it actually helps out a lot because, like, the whole thing that was going on, we didn't want to let our kids know that something was wrong. So we kind of maybe put Christmas on credit cards. But, I mean, it's not a big deal. Now that I'm rolling again, everything will be kosher. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. Holy crap, $50. ATF can need a few titles. 18. That's actually the problem we have with, here, I got to pull up the next one so I don't lose it. The problem we have with 18 USC 241 and 242, it's called qualified immunity. They just put it right in our butt constantly with that. As soon as one of those come up, they're like, qualified immunity. Nothing to look at here, guys. $5 super chat. I want this to go to buying a bigger motor so you can see a bigger monitor so you can see the chats. I usually just pull my phone up like this, but I don't know. It looks weird. Now that I put my glasses on, but I haven't done a live stream in so long, I forgot about those details. $20 super chat from Texas. Thanks, John. I don't know if you meant to have a comment on there, but it didn't show up. Sorry about that. 1776. Woo! That's a good super chat number right there. Best of luck from you from Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks, man. Best of luck to you, too. And happy holidays. I hope you guys enjoyed Christmas and New Year's. $9.99. It's sad the government destroyed your life and you have to pay to get it back. Hang in there, brother. It is. Like I've already said a million times, though, like, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have, if you guys weren't behind me. Like, you're the momentum pushing me forward. And I really do appreciate all your support. This would have been, I don't want to say impossible, but this would have been an incredibly difficult task if I was sitting out here on an island, like say I was just some random guy that this happened to, and they had to take it on completely by themselves. Like, the emotional damage from all this is pretty tremendous. It's quite a bit. $10 super chat. I don't know if you meant to say a comment. Let me make sure I'm not showing up on my phone. See, where is it? No, not showing up on my phone either. I don't know if you meant to have a comment on there, man, but it didn't show up. I apologize if you did. Good luck, brother. $20 super chat. Thank you. Looks like a racing team. Team Mallstar Racing. Nice. I do love my vehicles. $20 super chat. Thanks, John. It didn't show your comment up. Oh, speaking of John, hold on for 1 second. I got somebody. It's a John MCC ALEEB. Your package came back. The address that's on there, they didn't like it, so they sent it back. Get a hold of me. I sent you 2 emails. If you don't find the emails and I don't hear from you, I'll just refund you your money for your package. But yeah, the post office just sent your package back to me. They didn't like the address. $19.99. Merry Christmas. Thanks, Wasserton. Hi from New Hampshire. Well, thank you. $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Kevin. I do appreciate it. Texas Snows become a YouTube. Well, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. That's something you can also do. If you guys want, you can become a member. I suck at doing special features. Like, the best special feature I have is on Patreon, private messaging. I make sure to answer all of them. Now, the notifications on Patreon are weird, so I might not answer it right away, but I usually do. But if I don't, I will eventually get to it. Otherwise, there's YouTube members, then you get a bunch of different emojis you can use in the chat, and it obviously pops up on live streams whenever you comment. Like, it highlights your comment. $10 super chat. Thanks, Tim. Wish you a healthy and freedom. Wish you health and freedom. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. $10 super chat. Here is what I can afford from Northwoods, Wisconsin. Hope it helps a little. Of course it does. And you don't have to ever be like, oh, I don't have that much or anything like that. Like, just watching my videos, now that I'm back monetized, the ad money helps so much. And even like small donations, like, I'm not saying $10 is insignificant or small, but I get a bunch of them. So they all add up. It's like an anthill just getting built up. So it doesn't really matter. Like, watching the videos, doing whatever you want, just engaging with me as a whole. Like, that's the wall that's just crushing down and backing me up. And awesome that you're in Wisconsin. $10. What kind of car is that? Is that a busted up No, that kind of looks like an intercooler in the front. Can't really see it that well. My monitor isn't big enough. I can't tell. I don't know, but that's a pretty big intercooler, so I bet you that thing scoots. We'll just leave it at that. Cheers from Colorado. Best of luck, man. Hope to see you with your firearms soon again. Yes. Oh, man, dude, I dream about them constantly. Like, it just haunts me. I just want them back so bad. Can't tell you how many dreams I've had. And I woke up and I was like, damn it. Still don't have them. Have you read the book, The Chevron? No, I haven't read that book. Usually when I read books, it's more like science fiction-ish. Because I like it when it's close to reality, but science fiction. Like The Dark Tower, Stephen King. I really like that one. I like The Stand. It's a couple more books. I don't know. I power go through them. And back when I used to drive truck, like, you're on the road for hours. Popping an audiobook, dude, I was just chewing down books. Because the radio, you know, after you listen to the same playlist for the past month, it gets old quick. $20 super chat. Good luck with your court date. Hope. Blah, blah. Hopefully next year when I come up to Spearfish, I've never actually tried that, I can buy you a beverage. Yeah, it'd be pretty awesome. Keep me posted. You could try sending an email, but that's kind of a black hole. It's really got to stand out for me to check it there. Otherwise, just hop on my Patreon. You could join it for even $1, and then just send me a message when you're going to be in the area, and we'll try to set something up. Oh, thanks for the $20. I really do appreciate it. $10 super chat. I bet qualified immunity comes in real handy to their agency when they public officers from policy. Probably. I don't know. When I did that qualified immunity people video, like, a whole bunch of people sent out letters of what is it, 141 and 142. Anyways, most of them came back and they they were told basically just to go screw themselves, qualified immunity. $5. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Moan turn. $10 super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a secret to everybody. I'm assuming that's replying to a comment. Plus, I was talking about something. All right, I'm actually caught up with the chat again. Nice. $20 super chat. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Good luck to you, brother. Stay strong. I'm doing the best I can. Right now, it's just a waiting game. I'm getting really close to the finish line here. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but, we're dealing with it. We're making it happen. Like I said 100 times before, like, your guys' support honestly does make the whole process way easier. Sorry, my girl made some street tacos tonight. Whew, gonna have to take an indigestion pill tonight. They were spicy, but damn, they were good. The feds suck, so here's some money to fight them with. Thank you, appreciate it. $4.99. TCU is getting killed. Whoa, a whole bunch of them popped up here. $19.99. Fed boys in there. You can eat a floppy one. Good luck with your court date, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel pretty good about it. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. You just never know. I mean, take, for example, Tate. Like, they were sitting there waiting for the jury to come back, and they were just basically waiting for it to be done because they felt so strong about the case. They're like, no way we'll be found guilty. So you just never know. Yeah, I feel good about it. But again, you never know. But I feel good about it, so. $25. SFMF. Stay strong. Positive. Love the channel. And F apostrophe star plus the ATF. And their unconstitutional anti-American laws change best to you and your fan, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $25 too. That's pretty awesome. Only tactical fans. Ha, that's what I named the store. That's funny. Stay strong, brother. Feds piss me off. $10. 515. How bad has this case hurt your channel? I see 147 subs. Can you sue for damages if you win? Well, you can go after something called malicious prosecution. From what I understand, it works a little something like this. You have to file for malicious prosecution with a lawyer. That costs a whole bunch of money. Now, after you file, they have to look at their case. Then they need to investigate themselves and then decide that they did something wrong. So from what I'm told, malicious prosecution is just kind of like a wet dream almost. Like, it's not unheard of that it happens, but it's so incredibly rare. Like, it's like winning the lottery. So yes, there is a recourse you can take. Is it a realistic recourse? No. You pretty much just sue to have your record expunged and you wash your hands. $20. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hey, man, the book I recommend about the history of Chevron deference, and it is landed up to the president. I'm a longtime fan of your channel, and I made a rifle based on the BA shredder. Nice. How do you like it? I honestly decided, like, you guys might not have seen videos on it because it was like one of the last few videos I made before all this happened. I actually turned the BA shredder into more of a DMR. Yeah, it was cool busting armor, but after I found out a 45 grain 223 out of a 20-inch barrel does the exact same thing because it's at that stupid high velocity And I tested it. It does the same thing, except on ceramic. The BA shredder was able to pop through level 3 ceramic, where the 45 grain 223 was not. So that was the only real difference on it. But anyway, after I discovered that, while my plan was to make like an M16A1 and call it the Sweet 16 and just have that run strictly on 45 grain, and then I was turning the BA shredder into more of a DMR. Obviously, a monkey wrench came and just landed right in the middle of everything. So hopefully when all this is said and done, that we'll be back onto that course and that'll happen. But kind of got sidetracked there. But anyway, so what do you think of your shredder project? How do you like it? Holy crap, $49.99. Any chance to catch up with you in a store one day and say hello? I stopped by with my daughter over the summer on a trip up north over the summer from Illinois. Hope to see you. No luck though. At that store, no, because there's guns actually pretty much any store. There's some sort of weapon there, so that's not a possibility. If you shoot me like a message on Patreon or something like that, we can arrange a meet, but it would have to be at like a restaurant or a bar or something like that. Like it just can't be at any sort of sporting goods stores or anything like that. But yeah, I don't mind chatting. Just hit me up and let me know. I mean, I live pretty close to that store, so anywhere in this area, I could be there in like 2 or 3 minutes. But yeah, I don't mind chatting to subs at all. It's just linking up. Usually when I'm chatting with somebody, it's because I randomly run into them at like Fleet Farm or something like that. You'll know if I'm not in the chatting mood, like if something's wrong, because I'll look totally different. Like I'll have a hat forward, I'll make sure my tattoo's covered up. It'll be obvious I'm trying to hide. But unless I look like that, yeah, I'm always open to chat. There's only been like 2 or 3 times where I was like, oh, I just in and out, put my camouflage on and go. $5 super chat. Thanks, man. Looks like you're from Texas. Do appreciate it. I don't know if you were trying to leave a comment, but it didn't show up if you were. 556. That's a really good super chat number. It sucks that YouTube gets half of, yeah, it does, but you got to play the game. And yeah, they may take half, but honestly, like this has been one of the better paying careers I've ever done. Like I really like this job. So whatever, keep taking half, just don't kick me out of here. When they just jerk you around, I scoped some when you replied us. But yeah, honestly, they got the better money split. From what I understand, like say I went on TikTok or something like that, it's like pennies on the dollar compared to what YouTube pays out, and it's still out of the same amount of money. So like let's pretend that $5 was made and YouTube gives you $2.50. If $5 was made on TikTok, you'd get like a penny. $369. I feel like that number is supposed to mean something. It's just not clicking though. My version M85A1, very nice. Nice. M85A1, that's a crazy good round. They got the velocity of M193, but they got the ballistics of 77 grain. Like, that's amazing. You do need a 1.7 twist barrel, but because of the SAW program, most ARs are 1.7 twist anyway, so not a big deal. Ooh, I'm actually caught up with the comments again. Tesla number 369. Not a Tesla fan. Love Sierra's Firearms, great content. Sorry for your troubles. We all appreciate it. Yeah, man, not a problem. Like it's kind of a, what would you call it? A working hazard. You always kind of know that when you go out in the public eye that something like this could happen. It sucks when it does because it's like, why? But you're always aware of it. Can I buy an M16 trigger group Not a key card? Dumb. Wish you the best in your fight, sir. Oh, I get what you're saying. Cool super chat amount too, 1911. Everybody respects that. Dude, they were the bee's knees before 2004 because prior to 2004 with the capacity limitations, yeah, there was no reason at all to go with a 9mm or a Glock because you had the super, they like filled in the magazine so it would only take like what was the limit? Was it 7 rounds or 10? I forget what the AWB was. I think it was 10 rounds. So, I mean, why not just go the 1911? It looks a hell of a lot cooler. Hope your court date goes your way. Me too. I mean, that's all you can hope for. You never know what's actually going to happen behind the courtroom doors, so you just got to wait and see. Hi, what's going on? I was just doing a stream because I got remonetized today, and I'm like, hey, pretty good mood, happy about that. I didn't think I'd ever get monetized again. I'm like, what can I do special? I want to do something special for my audience because they've had my back the whole entire time, and I just really want to let them know I appreciate them. So I'm like, I'll just do a live stream. And I might as well get one out now because my court date's coming up quick, and I probably won't get another one in before that. Probably the next one will be either me on here being like, yay, everything's all cool, or my girl being on here like, yeah, no, it didn't go so well. When is your court date? Still not for sure. From what I understand, though, just about everything's sorted out and ironed out and into this proper place, so it'll be soon. It could be as soon as like 30 to 60 days. I don't know, though. Holy shit. $200, $199.99. I don't know if you had a message, but it didn't show up. So, but thank you. That's amazing. I honestly think that's the record of the highest super chat I've ever got before. That's pretty crazy. Who wants to flood Matt with some super chats at 9 p.m.? Good luck with that. Purple heart crown. Ask Adam Grant. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Like, the support has been overwhelming. I've expected some, never to this amount. Like, it's just been insane. $20 super chat. Murdoch versus Pennsylvania, 1943 ruled in the case. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. They did rule like you can't tax a right, which is confusing because we all know that the NFA is a direct tax on the right, but it's not even just that. It's not just a tax on the right. It's not a tax because they refuse to collect it. So it's an illegitimate tax on a right. I would like to see that fall. I think my predictions here within the next like 5 years or so, I do feel like worst case scenario, we see the NFA register reopen up. Because how long can they keep going on with that? It's an illegitimate tax. And even if it was a legitimate tax, you can't tax a right. And all the victories we've been having, I kind of feel like, worst case scenario, we'll at least see the register reopen, and then you'll be able to get newly manufactured machine guns. We'll have to see. My crystal ball is still broken, so I can't tell you for sure. But that's just how I feel, because we've had a lot of momentum lately. And that just keeps steamrolling forward. Like, if the bump stock case makes it up, and they actually take that bump stock case, I'll be surprised. Like, I'll be like, wow. Like, things are just rolling. How can they justify keeping guns out of the hands? Wait, what did I even just say? What? It's over here. And they justify keeping guns out of the hands. Yeah, I have no idea, man. But thank you for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Honestly, I don't know how they justify any gun control. I mean, the Constitution is pretty clear. Like, this is a document to the government telling them what power they have. And what power do they have? Shall not be infringed. It's pretty clear to me. I know how we got to this point. I do. Like, gun control basically replaced Jim Crow laws, because when Jim Crow laws went away, well, then they made gun control. So, like, I can't believe it was allowed to happen, I guess is what I'm like. Even the judges and stuff should have been like, dude, no, we are not going there. We get it, you know, you have certain beliefs about certain people, but no, we are not just going to blanket the country with Jim Crow laws just because you can't have them on a specific person. $4.99, Washington, Matt. 556, definitely cooler than Washington. I mean, never mind. What's your favorite cartridge to use? That's a pretty wide open. I like the 308, the 7.62x51. I really do. It's expensive though, so 22 is a little bit more fun. And then obviously 556 runs versatility circles around 308 because it's a superior cartridge. Aside from like kinetic energy, 556 shoots flatter, less recoil. It's just an all-around better cartridge. But just something about 308, I don't know. Maybe I'm compensated for something. Who knows? But I like 308. That's probably my favorite cartridge. Just the way it sounds, how loud they are, just like I like 308. $1.99. Want to see you win. Yeah, me too, man. Like, yeah. Holy shit. $100. Shall not be infringed. Yes. That is what the Second Amendment tells the government they have for power when it comes to regulating firearms. Where's the confusion? And thank you, man. $100, that's a lot. Thank you. You know what? You never fired a 308? Are you kidding me? Like, yes, the World War II vets, you know, they 30-06, and then our grandpas were 30-06, some of our dads. After that, Vietnam happened, so you should be in the camp of loving 308 and 556 or 7.62x39, just because that's kind of what we grew up with. Like, 308 is so incredibly common. Like, even during the ammo shortage, there was 308 ammunition to buy. It's America's cartridge. I wish you the best. Thanks for the $4.99 super chat. You are the sole reason I got into guns. Beyond FUD guns, I just finished assembling a 3D printed PX4 Special Duty. Nice. Now the PX4, that's Beretta. Is that the one with the rotating barrel? Because I got to play with one. I thought it was pretty cool. If that is the one with the rotating barrel, I'm not sure if that was a PX4 or not, but kind of always liked Berettas. Yeah, the Pico, that was a very purpose-driven firearm. So unless you were concealed carry that, sorry, it was trash at everything except for concealed carry. But it was a concealed carry firearm, so, you know, you got to give them a pass on that. I think just generally, Beretta overall does a good job on things. AR-10 or SCAR? SCAR, all the way. Like, I've had AR-10s, more than one. Yeah, SCAR, you're looking at sub-MOA. 8 pounds. Flat. Monolithic rail. Rising cheek comb. Reliable. Like, yeah, the SCAR's a hefty price tag. But what you get for that price tag, it's... The AR-10s I've always run into have always had hiccups. Like, either the MOA wasn't as good or it had malfunctions from time to time. Yeah, SCAR 100%. Illinois is going crazy today. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Robert. Happy to already have a plan to move north. Yeah, a lot of people are. Actually, like through the whole lockdowns and stuff, because we didn't have central air in our house at that time, we like had to schedule an appointment to get central air because so many Illinois people were moving up and making their cabins their full-time home. We were booked out over 6 months. And they were like, that on the good side of things, we'll get you in 6 months. Worst case scenario, we'll get you to the beginning of next summer. I was like, how? Like, dude, we are so booked out. Everybody is panic moving to their cabins right now. They're putting in central air. They're making it a full-time house, and they're selling their houses in Illinois. So you're not alone in this. Like, a lot of people have made this decision. Thank you for the $10. CRS, you got this. I hope so. Like, I feel good. I do. $10 super chat, flat range operator. Hey, what's up, man? I haven't actually seen one of your videos in a while. Are you still uploading? I'll have to check and make sure I'm still subscribed to you. Great personality, lots of cool gear. I hear a lot of discussions about M1As. I do want to ultimately build one after all this is behind me, but they have huge reliability issues. If that's what you're fighting about, yeah, M1As, they work if they're cleaned in a pristine environment. They have reliability issues. I thought your CTRDT was the 8. I hope we and your family get to keep you around. Love your videos and content. Enjoy doing the VWR challenge. Good luck, man. Thank you. Appreciate the $15. VWR. I think that's a zombie challenger. No, that armor. I don't know. I'd like to do the challenges again. Those were a lot of fun. Again, we'll have to see what happens after this. I'm ultimately gonna just the one guy. I can't think of his name. The black guy. The guy that looks like Duke from Predator. I'm just gonna make him the winner of the red dot. Obviously, I gotta wait for all this is over and then get the red dot back and then give it to him. But then I'll wind up doing some other challenges. $17.76. Rock on. $10. Thanks, man. I don't know if you meant to have a comment in there, but it didn't show up. 556. He knows what it's about. For you putting your pulse on the line for all of us. You taught me some stuff about parts of firearms. Yeah, not a problem, man. And I don't want to pretend like I went out there and I voluntarily, took on this fight. I was forced into it. But we're going to make the best out of the situation I'm in. We're just going to go through this. But thank you. I appreciate your guys' support. Like, these types of comments and stuff is what keeps me going. Like, I know I keep bringing it up, but I couldn't imagine taking on a fight like this, like, all by yourself. That would be insane. I will start. Blah, blah. I will start uploading again soon. You will be a free man to see it. I have full faith, and the whole thing is such BS. Thanks, flat range operator. Thank you for the $5 too. Yeah, I have faith too. I really do. Like, legitimately, I honestly feel good about it. $10. Does your state allow private machine guns? And if so, have you got to shoot one? What is your favorite? I don't actually know because I never looked into it because I went straight into an SOT. But if I had to pick a favorite machine gun, AR-15. Now, with a caveat, because an AR-15 is fine on semi-auto. What absolutely needs to be a machine gun to be awesome? Yeah, not pistol caliber carbines. Why can't I think? Submachine guns. I think submachine guns are just stupid unless they're full auto. So my favorite, yes, an AR-15, but a gun I would hate on semi-auto would be a submachine gun. Those got to be full auto. Those, what's the point? Might as well go with a shotgun or just a short AR-15. Like an FN57, the P90, whew, that's money on full auto. I mean, it works. How much time you looking at if you lose your case? 75 years, 2 million in fines, and seizure of all assets. Oh, what's going on? What happened with you? Oh, I just got remonetized today. Here, put it up there so everyone knows. I got remonetized today. I'm like, well, I'm in a really good mood and I'd like to kind of do something special. What should I do? I'm like, I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to get one in before my court date, just in case everything goes south and spend the next 75 years in prison. You guys at least get to talk to me one last time before I go in, because I don't think I'll go in, but, just in case. So I thought I'd do a live stream and just kind of hang out with you guys. Do you think the law will fall this year? I have no idea. Anyone else get their Lightning Star? Yeah, a bunch of people did. If you haven't got one yet, it's getting to a pretty long time. Shoot me an email on the Shopify thing and we'll get that handled. If I want an SMG, I want to go for MP5 Navy. I think the MP5 SD, in my opinion, is the coolest looking submachine gun. It just looks right. Like, big old can on there. Like, everything about the MP5 SD, I really think is cool. That being said, it's a little bit out of date. If it was affordable and you didn't have to do tax stamp stuff in that, I would get it as a collector item. Kind of like how I would get an AK-47. But if I was like, okay, I got this magic wand, it has one use. That one use will give me a full auto submachine gun with a suppressor if I want one, any at all. But then after I use it once, I can't use it again. What submachine gun would I take? Honestly, it would be the Honey Badger or something very, very similar to it. Just a 300 blackout, like with the can, 8-inch barrel, like, ooh, that's money. Like, oh, that's my opinion on it. $20 super chat. Thanks, Rick Hunter. Thank you for fighting back. Yeah, not a problem, man. Too stubborn to do anything else. 999. Hope this helps you, brother. Yeah, it does. It truly, truly does. Even just little stuff like that, like it all adds up. 1791. Fight on. Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks, Wayne. I think that's what your name is. Good luck. Howdy, everyone. What's up, dude? Getting a lot of love here. Good for you, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. From MP5 clone, check out the PTR. I'm just not a fan of submachine guns on semi-auto. And because I'll never do the SOT thing again, and I'll never spend that kind of money on a real MP5, I honestly have no interest in it. 300 black. who's leaving all those weapons? Super happy going to Mexico. Very good work. Keep it up. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. $5 super chat. I was saying I missed the viewer challenge. Hope it goes well, sir. Best wishes and my prayers to your family. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that as well. 223. Yeah. Got my starter patch today. Thanks. Thanks for the feedback, I guess is what I was trying to say there. Stay strong. Good luck. We are all cheering for you. How awesome would it be if you take down the NFA as you're at? See, that would be, it wouldn't just happen the way I'm sitting. The way I'm sitting right now, one of two things would happen. Either I'd be found guilty or I'd be found innocent. If I'm found innocent, that does nothing to the NFA. I'm just free to go. Now, if I'm found guilty, one of two things what would happen. I would appeal, and my appeal would be approved or it would be denied. If it's approved and then my charges are on hold, the government can go and appeal that appeal, and then it would go up. Now, this is where the details are kind of fuzzy. I'm not really sure what happens after this. But from what I understand, then it would go up to an en banc trial. But if they don't fight it, then I'm free to go. Nothing happens with the NFA. But if they do fight it and then it goes to the en banc, then one of two things are going to happen there. Either it'll be favorable or not favorable. If it's favorable, I could either be free and they could just let me go, or the government can fight it, and then I can go up to the Supreme Court. Then, if it's at the Supreme Court, again, don't kill me for the details because this is just my rough lizard brain understanding of something that I have no business even talking about. So then if it goes up to the Supreme Court, then the Supreme Court would have to rule not just that this case is BS or that there's some other scapegoat they can get out of saying it. They would have to be like, look, the NFA is unconstitutional. The NFA goes away. Basically what I'm saying is like, me taking down the NFA all by myself, no, it's probably not going to happen. Now, me being a chink in the chain or a rung in the ladder taken down, yes, that's very, very, very possible. Because it'll take a bunch of things. Like, I think the next thing that'll actually go down when it comes to the NFA will be the registry being closed, because you can't tax a right, and the NFA tax isn't really a tax because they don't collect it. So the only way to resolve that would obviously be reopen the registry and take on new machine guns. Then I believe the next step after that would be that you can't tax a right, so then that tax goes away. And then NFA items are free, you just have to fill out the paperwork. And then I believe the next step after that would be that, the paperwork is unconstitutional, there's no reason for a background check and or paperwork, therefore there's no reason for the NFA. But that would be like way down the road. $2 super chat. Thank you, man. If I chose an NFA item to have, it would be a PKM. Those are cool. I don't like. That's open bolt, ain't it? I'm almost positive the PKM's open bolt. I believe that's also a non-disintegrating link. I really can't talk about it because I don't know these things for a fact, but I believe it's an open bolt on a non-disintegrating link. And I believe that when you charge it back, it breaks the shell off of the link. So if you're like changing positions or something, it has a tendency to jam. I could be wrong. I don't know that for a fact. Because I think like the saw on that, I don't believe it actually breaks the round off the link until the bolt comes forward. This way you can move around and jostle it without the round like turning sideways and jamming up the weapon. So it is something you'd have to look at. So if you get yourself a magic wand and you can have any NFA item, like just, huzzah, there it is. Check on the PKM. Make sure that when the bolt's charged back, that the round isn't sitting in there just loose. If it's just sitting in there loose, that's a problem waiting to happen. Yes, it's open bolt belt fed. What's up, man? Not much. PKM open bolt. I guess it's not really a question if the PKM is an open bolt, but when the bolt is back to where like all you have to do is take it off safety and pull the trigger, is the round just sitting there loose, or is it captured somehow? Because again, don't quote me on this. I believe it breaks the round off of the belt on the backstroke. So it'd just be sitting there hanging. So like if you turn really far sideways or you tried to change positions, the round could like flop sideways and just jam up the whole thing. You want open bolt? No, you want open bolt, but you want that cartridge to be captured. You don't want it to be just chilling there loose. So you want it to strip the cartridge off as the bolt goes forward. And I'm pretty sure that was a major downside to the PKM, is that it stripped the cartridge off as it went back. I haven't looked into this rifle for a very long time. Like, we're talking History Channel on normal TV, like not even on YouTube, on normal TV. So it's been at least like 20 years. So I very well could be way off on this. But I believe when they were talking about it, they were saying that the round, when the bolt's back in the rear, is just sitting there loose. So it can turn sideways or flop or cause problems. And that was the big issue with the PKM. I have any NFA item I would take. Dude, the M134, that was a dream gun as a kid, but Jesus. At what, 100 rounds a second on 308? So minimum, it's $100 a second. So it's like $1,000, $100. $2, $1,000, $100. $3, $1,000, $100. I just don't have that. I don't have that deep of pockets. I mean, a 30-second YouTube video? $3,000 to shoot that? Yeah. I'm going to take something a little bit slower rate of fire. .6mm arc is better option for military. I'm leaning towards no, but it's just because of how flat the 5.56 shoots. Yes, the 6mm arc will beat it in the long game, but 0 to 300 yards, you can't screw the 5.56. Like nothing screws with a 5.56. Nothing shoots flatter. Nothing holds 2,200 feet per second out to 300 yards, and nothing has that low of recoil. 0 to 300, 5.56 is the king. Now, start adding distance on top of that, then yeah, like the arc and stuff like that will come into play. But the military doesn't, I mean, past 300 yards, that's when you're like, let me get a mortar strike on, map coordinates 5, 9, or 9 or 6. Boom! It's what the DMR and the platoon's for. You just take pop shots. Well, you guys worry about the shit that can actually get you. Thank you for this $25, man. God bless you and your family. Never stop fighting for our rights. Not a problem, man. All I own is 5.56 rifles. It's a smart cartridge to pick. It truly is an extremely... I love 308. But I will not sit here and try to tell you that a 308 is better than a 5.56 because it's not. 5.56 is way more versatile. It can do way more. But I'm an American in America, so I automatically like the 308. I like the big blast, like the huge cloud of smoke, I like the recoil, the deafening sound. Like, I love 308. But I'm not going to pretend, again, that 5.56 isn't superior in like every other level. That's what the M4 is for. Is the 277 Fury SIG M5 for the military have something against civilian body armor? I don't know. I could put on my conspiracy hat and make some guess at that, but it could have just been a way to soak up a bunch of money. I don't know. Holy crap. $100 super chat. Thanks, man. Even with a little Call of Duty flashbang thing. Tarstar? Rob Wayne stole my tweet. I gotta have my text reader take a crack at that one because I'm not sure what you're saying here. Could just be reading it wrong. TOASTER.
Toaster.
Toaster? Rob Wayne stole my toaster. Sorry, it must have been a pretty nice toaster. Damn you, Rob. Ron. Sorry, I meant to say. You're confused in your attorneys in defense. You are confident in your attorney. Very confident. And thank you for the $5 super chat. Like, I actually feel really good about this. Well, you never know. I mean, you never know. But I honestly do feel really, really good about it. 7.62 by 51 NATO. Here's to well wishes and justice for you and yours. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Cool super chat number 2. 7.62 by 51 NATO. Toast with it. Toast with it. Oh my god, LOL. What's up, babe? So does the 30-06 modern powder. Now, I wasn't there, but from what I'm told, is the 30-06 M2 was actually intentionally neutered because they didn't have the range to be able to shoot it far. So they brought down the pressure, and then they made the M1 Grand around that pressure. Again, I wasn't there, but this is what I was told by people I think is reliable sources. So because the 30-06 was neutered out of the gate and the 308 wasn't, they're almost ballistically identical in every way, shape, and form. Yes, the 30-06 does have a little bit more case capacity, so let's pretend it's not neutered and it is a full pressure round. You could probably go above 180, maybe like a 190 or a 200 grain, which would give you a slight ballistic edge on a 308. But is it really worth it? Because 308 is on every single store shelf. 30-06s as well, but you just don't quite have as many options. You're my CRS, you're my hillbilly hero. God bless you, praying for you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And thank you for the $2. What's your thoughts on 300 Win Mag? Dude, it was the king for a minute there. 300 Win Mag was the bee's knees, but then modern cartridges came out. I can't remember if 7mm Rem Mag took it ballistically, but then obviously, 338 Lapua Magnum came out then, so 300 PRC, so it's kind of obsolete. Now, you can load it to higher, pressures. You can put heavier bullets in it. But really what a 300 PRC is a modernized 300 Win Mag. They get rid of the belt around the rear, and then they set the free bore far enough forward to where you're basically your entire projectile is sticking out. So then the force comes straight behind it. So if you're going with a 230 or a 250 or something like that, you don't have the forces acting on the side that can make the cartridge get all weird. There are people that do amazing things with 300 Win Mag. But if I was building a rifle right now, I would go with 300 PRC. 300 Win Mag is the exact same, more or less, but it's just the obsolete version. So why not go with the modern version? $4.99 super chat. Thank you, man. Bishkowski? I don't know if you meant to leave a comment, but it didn't show up. So millimeter PRC 30-06. I done 308 at 600 yards. Anyone go further? No, the most I ever honestly shot a 308 was 500 yards ish. I didn't have a rangefinder, but when I dialed up the dope, because I was using A2 sights, when I dialed it in for 500, I was scoring hits. So it must have been 500 yards. I done 308 at 600. Nice, nice. My plan, honestly, this summer was to shoot 1,000 and then a mile with the profit, but, well, that didn't happen for obvious reasons. .30 658 grain ball goes 2,700 feet per second due to the range problem. Yeah, and that would be neutered. 150 grain 308 would go much faster than 2,700 feet per second. I think 2,700 feet per second is like 168 grain 308. So the 30-06 would have definitely been neutered. .228 command limits on twist rate. Yeah, you're probably right about the twist rate, because usually like 308s and odd sixes, they're like somewhere around like 111, 110, 112. So if you wanted to get much above like a 180, you would probably have to put a special barrel on there. Oh. If you can buy a hoodie from Matt's store, very warm and comfortable. I'm ultimately going to get my own hoodies, like in my Shopify store. It's just taking a little bit. I keep having issues with suppliers working at a slower than usual pace. That's why the store still doesn't have merchandise. The embroidered Freedom Stars, those are coming though. Like, because I want to do a PVC patch and then an embroidered patch of each design I put out. So the embroidered ones are on their way. I don't know when they're going to be here, but I do have a tracking number. They're coming. They're coming. So hopefully by like at least the end of this week, I'd really like to see them here. And then we'll have the embroidered patches hitting the store pretty quick here. I'll do a short or something to let you guys know when they're there. Should I get an AR-15 or an AR-10 first? AR-15 first, honestly. And then don't get an AR-10. Save your cash and get a SCAR. I know that everyone says it's overrated, but I've shot them. The SCAR just brings so much to the table. It's really that good of a rifle. $3,000 good, I think that's pushing it. I think it should be like mid-2000s, somewhere in there, and I'd feel really comfortable about the price. I think $3,000 is a little bit high for a SCAR, but it's truly worth it. It's really that good. You just don't get a rifle that light, that accurate, that reliable with all the features it offers. It even comes with sights. Like if you buy a 308, an AR-10, they're usually pretty trash. Armor Light used to make good ones back in like the mid 90s, but then they sold out and some 3-gun company bought it. And now it's all trash. Their rifles are purpose built around 3-gunning. So if you're not into 3-gunning, it's really not for you. But if you can find one of those pre-ones where they actually use like pinned in gas blocks, chrome line barrels, like quality stuff, then I would say maybe AR-10. DPMS did one once upon a time. I think that was like almost $2,000 itself. Because like they had the Recon AR-10, which was garbage, just a crap barrel, crap optics, crap everything. But then you could buy like this upgraded model that was like, I want to say it was like $2,000. So I mean, for a good AR-10, you're looking at $2,000 no matter what. Why not just spend a little bit more and get a SCAR? But yeah, AR-15 all the way. Abolish ATF, shall not be infringed. Good luck. 357 for a super chat. Thank you, man. As I was explaining before, not like the last stream period, but this will probably be the last stream I'm doing before my court date. I just happened to get monetized today, and I wanted to do something special for the audience because honestly, you guys have been carrying me through this whole thing. I don't know if I could have made it without you. I really don't. And so I was like, oh, what should I do? I'm like, I'm going to do a live stream, get one in before my court date. Just in case things go sideways or something. now's your time to ask me questions. But Scar is money. Yes, the box my Scar came in weighed more than the Scar. The box was 8.5 pounds. The Scar itself, 8 pounds flat. They're really that good. Yeah, and if you're looking at a KAC or an LMT AR-10, I'm pretty sure you're at Scar price anyway. Build an AR-10, buy a Scar 17. You could. I mean, if you got the cash flow, yeah. If I was doing an AR-10, though, I wouldn't do like a battle rifle, because that's what a Scar is. It's a freaking battle rifle. I would do more of an AR-10 as in like a DMR, because I think an AR-10 makes a better DMR than the Scar. Because the Scar's got that big-ass piston system just flying around front and back, all willy-nilly like, just throwing your sights everywhere. With an AR-10, it's your gas-operated piston system, so it's nice and smooth. You get the straight-back impulse. You're able to stay on the target easier. The Scar is, I think of it as a Hulk, like Hulk smash! And it just comes in there and shreds shit. Yeah, it's a 1 MOA rifle, but it's not a DMR. It should never be mistaken for a DMR. I would build an AR-10 DMR, and then I'd have my Scar as my sledgehammer. Thank you for the $2 super chat. My favorite camo pattern. What's yours? I think I like the old BDU green camo pattern. It just catches my eye, but like the military snow camo, that looks really cool. If I could only wear one pair of camo pants for the rest of my life, it would be the BDUs, you know, with the buttons on the side, the old school, the green blob camo. I just like the way it looks. Does the AR-10 buffer spring recoil more than the Scar Impulse? No. If you're not way over gassed, your bolt carrier pretty much is about at a stop when it hits the buffer. I mean, it's still moving. You're still getting a impact to the rear, but then when it comes forward, the spring is losing tension the farther it goes forward. So by the time it goes into the bolt thing, there's not that much mass. An AR-10 bolt carrier is pretty freaking light compared to a Scar bolt carrier. Because, like, all right, so here's your AR-10 bolt carrier. You got that. Well, now to get to a Scar bolt carrier, now you got this big-ass, long, solid rod hanging off the front. So bolt carrier comes back, poof, get your backwards recoil impulse. Plus, it's not a straight line. The AR-10, the gas system comes down, so the front of your bolts, the piston on your bolt system pushes straight forward. So it's pushing forward while the recoil is going back, and then the bolt carrier comes straight back. The Scar piston system is offset. It's above the bore. So your piston's way up here. So your gun goes off, plus then your piston hits the bolt carrier, so you got that coming back. And then you got your third impulse as it slams into your shoulder. Now you got this big, like, 5-pound chunk of steel coming back forward. So when it's coming back forward, locks into place like boof. So your Scar's doing this for a recoil impulse, where an AR-10, it's more of a straight back linear recoil impulse, if that makes any sense. Thank you for becoming a channel member. What's your thoughts on the SIG MPX? That's the MPX Rattler, right? I know I rock with it in Call of Duty. Never got to hold one in real life, if that's the one I'm thinking of here. If it functions like it's supposed to, I don't know. I haven't ran one. But if it works how it's advertised, that's pretty awesome. I think that's cool as hell. Keep up the good work. Love your content. F the ATF. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. $5 super chat. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Scar or SOCOM 16? Oof. The SOCOM 16 in a wood stock, that looks money. Hands down better looking than the Scar. SCAR brings more to the table, though. If I'm looking, like, say I got an AR-15, I know if everything goes sideways, that's what I'm going to use. So I'm just looking for like a range toy or something like that. I don't know. Dude, it'd be hard. That'd be a... Okay, let's pretend I have a SCAR right here, and I have a SOCOM 16 and a wood stock right here. Like, it looks money. Like, money. And I had to set one on fire. I don't know if I could do it. Let's pretend I have to give one away for a Christmas present. I would probably give away the SOCOM just because I'm more familiar with the SCAR, and it brings a little bit more to the table. And I like accurate weapons, and maybe there's a SOCOM out there that's equally as accurate as a SCAR, but the SCAR is reliably accurate. I haven't seen people be like, oh my God, this gun doesn't run. Like, it's just not accurate. Like, every single person's like, yeah, it's 1 MOA. SOCOMs I see all the way from like 0.85 all the way up to like 3.5 MOA. Like, it's so wishy-washy on exactly what they got for accuracy. I would probably keep the SCAR and give away the SOCOM. 1999. Thank you, Mark. I don't know if you meant to post a comment, but if you did, it didn't show up. $5. Thank you, man. My last money, it's okay. I can send. You don't have to go. If you're low on cash, do not donate. Like, don't. But I do appreciate it. I appreciate your fight and hardness. You be you. I'll pray for the best for you and your family. Stay strong and true. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I do appreciate the prayers too. I believe they help. I truly do. What's your thoughts on it? What's my thoughts on what's going on in Illinois? I don't know. I don't live there. A lot of people have been jumping ship the last couple of years coming up to Wisconsin. Jungle camo. Is that what it is? BDU jungle camo? If that's what it is, that's the camo I like. Trying to get back down in the comments so people that are actually still in the chat here can talk to me. Let's see. $4.99. Big Smoke. I know $5 isn't much, but please use it to teach the ATF how to read. Or buy at least 1/3 of a burger or something. Hope it works out for you and your family. Yeah, me too. Like I said before, I do feel really good about it. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine, but yeah, I hope it works out. $556 super chat. Cool number. Option light machine gun. Build an AR-15 with a 24-inch barrel, a binary trigger. Opinion on light machine gun. Build an AR-15 with a 20-inch, 24-inch heavy barrel. I don't know. I mean, do you really need that long of a barrel? Yeah, you get a little bit of. I mean, when we're talking about a rapid-fire, purpose-built weapon, we're not really concerned about first-round devastating impact. Like, it's more about area suppression fire. I'd almost kind of think I'd want something a little bit smaller, maybe like an 18 or a 16-inch. Plus, that's a lot of steel. Like, that's a lot. Obviously, you'd have to bipod. Probably have to have get that one AR-15 upper that actually takes a belt fed. Because I just don't think there's enough mass there with just your standard 30-round mag. Plus, you burn through it so quick. I don't really trust Betamakes at all. Have to have a pinned in gas block. Honestly, I'd probably go with that belt fed upper. I mean, the work's pretty much done for you there. You just need a lower with a binary trigger. I'd probably stick around like 16 or an 18-inch barrel. Woo! $50. Thanks, man. Love ya. Love you too, James. But not in a gay way. I mean, like, as in, like, I love the fact that you're supporting me and, you know, probably still comes off as gay. Hey, Matt, what's going on? Just doing a live stream. I got remonetized today and I wanted to do something special for the audience. Probably won't do another one, though, until after my court date. $5. Could we do some sort of together once your charges all get dropped, like a barbecue, shooting range, or strip club? I don't know. We could probably figure something out. I mean, I don't want to host something at a shooting range. You know, it's loud. We can't really talk, and the whole point is to talk. Maybe like rent out a club for a night or something like that. I do want to do something special. Like, I keep saying it. It's probably starting to sound pretty lame or repetitive, but yeah, without you guys' support, don't know what I would have done. So I would like to do something. I don't know. Maybe put on some disco music and roller skate, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. We'll do something. I just don't know what. $7.62 by 51 NATO. Give me liberty or give me death. Barbecue. Rent out a local VFW hall. Is that a strip club or something? VFW hall. I mean, that could work. That would be bad. Or go away. Oh, we've been in here for an hour and a half. I'm about to wrap it up. Veterans Foundation. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. God bless you and your family. Do you have any news on Rare Breed? I actually know I haven't heard from them in a bit. I need to look into that and see if any movements happened. 12.7 by 108. Bear. Scar versus Glil. Which one? I don't know. I kind of think the Glil Ace is basically an AK-47. Not really a fan of those. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, if that's your thing, have at it. I kind of like the Colt, their 308 they did. I just couldn't get on board with how it looked. Yeah, the Scar's got the UGG boot, but that bitch folds. How cool is that? I'm still going with the Scar, man. Thank you for the 12.7 millimeter, 12.7 times 108 super chat. It's not concrete yet. It's coming up fast. Like, that's for sure. It's coming up real fast, but it's not concrete yet. It could be 30 days. It could be 60 days. It could be 6 months. But things are wrapping up. A lot of the problems, concerns, and stuff like that are coming to an end. So it will likely be sooner than later. How could you even ask that? Oh, Modern Warfare kid. Obviously the Barrett M82. Like, I want one. The arrowhead muzzle brake and everything. I get, it caused people nerve damage, but I don't care. I want that rifle. I don't care if it's 3.5 MOA. I want that rifle. Like that. That's a beast. Did you guys hear about what is that? A 14.7 millimeter they got in Ukraine? Like, oh man. Like, if this was a 50 cal round, this is the 14.7. Like it's huge. Stole the rest of this super chat. Carol Besquit stole the rest of the super chat. Thanks for the $4.99. 20 it's not a 20 millimeter. It's some Russian caliber. Let me pull it up real quick. It's called the Alligator, I think. I'm almost positive it's called the Alligator. Let me pull up a picture real quick. Alligator. Maybe not. Let me try Alligator rifle. Oh, there it is. It's a 14.5 by 114 millimeter. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, that's what they're using as anti-material because apparently a 50 cal ain't enough. I don't understand how that happened, but it's not. Look at it. It's got some ammo next to it. That thing's just a beast. Myself, I'd rather have a semi-auto 50 over that, but whatever. Love your videos, buds. Thanks, man. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. Oh, wait. It is 14.5. Thoughts on Texas? I actually haven't even looked into it. Opinion on proof research barrel. Proof research barrels are solid. Now, I went with that one carbon barrel with the 300 PRC. I didn't understand that 300 PRC was a little bit too much for a carbon barrel, so it's really not proof research's fault. But I had issues with a Wandering Zero. Then I put on a Bartlein barrel, but a solid steel barrel, and yeah, sub MOA. Dink, all day, every day, right out, almost right away. So if you're building a hunting rifle and you want it as light as possible, yeah, proof research carbon fiber barrel. Otherwise, I would probably stay away from them. $5 super chat. Thank you, man. God bless. We are praying for God and wisdom to get you through. I thought I was going to say get through to you. Like, that'll never happen. To get you through whatever trials you need to pass, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate the prayers. I really do. But all right, we're at an hour and a half. I'm going to shut it down. Appreciate you guys all coming back. Like I said, next live stream will either me being like, we're done, or it'll be my girl being like, yeah, things didn't quite work out how we wanted them to. So we'll talk then. I will keep uploading regularly. I'm obviously going to pick up my upload speed because I got some bills to pay, and hopefully we'll have some merch at the store soon. Appreciate all you guys' support. I couldn't have done it without you. Like, thank you. I really do mean that. Thank you. But you guys have a good night.